Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, hari ini Sabtu 2 Maret 2024. Ya, kedua mempelai dan dayang-dayang sudah mulai memasuki ruangan.
To join us on this joyous occasion to celebrate the union of Arya and Salsa. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up as welcome the brides and groom to the procession. As you notice, the brides and grooms and the family, they're all wearing the traditional clothes from Palembang, South Sumatra. Salsa and Arya today are their parents, her mother Ikoya and father Muhammad Tauhid, and the groom's mother Siti Salsa and Arya first met when they were children. Arya's longtime friend and one of the key groomsmen. Salsa and Arya, they came up through social media years later, and their relationship started from there. with heavy cultural from South Sumatra. And now you're gonna see the dance from South Sumatra that usually performed at the weddings. And that is actually to transition between childhood, adulthood, and then marriage life. Specifically for the bride. the dancers and asking blessings from the parents. Usually the bride will join the dancers to have the dance. Next, we're going to have the Quran reading or doa. Akan ada pembacaan ayat suci Al-Quran. Saya minta untuk Om Bagus silakan di sini juga bisa Bagus. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have reading of the Quran or dua or prayer. I really appreciate if everybody can have their seat and listen to the prayer. Can I have your attention, please? It's time for us to read the Holy Quran atau ayat suci, pembacaan ayat suci Al-Quran. Tolong mohon tenang dan duduk di tempat masing-masing. Terima kasih.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
A'udzu billahi minasy syaithanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Fasubhanallahi hina tumsuna wa hina tusbihun. Walahul hamdu fis samawati wal ardi wa ashiyan wa hina tudhirun. Yukhrijul hayya minal mayyiti wa yukhrijul mayyita minal hayy wa yuhyil arda ba'da mawtiha wa kadzalika tukhrajun. Wa min ayatihi an khalaqakum min turab thumma idza antum basharun tantashirun. Wa min ayatihi an khalaqa lakum min anfusikum azwaja litaskunu ilaiha wa ja'ala bainakum mawaddatan wa rahmah. Inna fi dhalika laayatin liqaumin yatafakkarun. Wa min ayatihi khalqus samawati wal ard wa ikhtilafu alsinatikum wa alwanikum. Inna fi dhalika laayatin lil alimin. Wa min ayatihi manamukum bil laili wan nahar wa ibtigha'ukum min fadlih. Inna fi dhalika laayatin liqaumin ومن آياته يريكم البرق خوفا وطمعا وينزل من السماء ماء فيحيي به الأرض بعد موتها إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يعقلون صدق الله العظيم. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most compassionate. So glorify to Allah when you reach the evening and when you reach the morning. And to Him is due all praises throughout the heavens and the earth. And glorify to Him at night and when on at noon. He brings the living out of the dead and brings the dead out of the living and brings to the life to the earth after its lifelessness. And like that, you will be brought out. And of His signs is that He created you from dust. Then suddenly you were human being spreading throughout the earth. And of His signs is that He created you from your own soul spouse, that you may find tranquility in them. And He placed between you love and mercy. Indeed, in that are signs for people who give thought. And of His signs is the creation of the heavens and the earth, and the diversity of your language and your colors. Indeed, in that are signs for those who have knowledge. And of His signs is your sleep by night and day, and your seeking of His bounty. Indeed, in that are signs for people who listen. And of His sign is that He shows you the lightning causing fear and inspiration, and He sends down rain from the sky, by which He brings to the life of the earth after its lifelessness. Indeed, in that are signs for the people who use reason. Allah is the most truthful with it has prevailed. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Pak Bagus. Next, we're going to have some speeches. Now we're going to ask for a few words from Salsa and Arya's wedding party. First, we have Salsa's brothers, Arfi and Ezra. Oh, they have special something. You preparing something? Okay. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Salsa's little brother, and I was practically raised by my older sister. If you were ever around us, you noticed that I would rarely ever call her Ka or Kaka, but that's not because I didn't respect her. It's because growing up, I didn't see her as an older sister. I saw her as my best friend. I remember every morning being excited, waiting for her to wake up so we could play. But for some reason, it would take her extra long to wake up on Sunday mornings. While everyone was at work, we were always home alone together, and she'd cook for me, entertain me, and I'd like to thank her for that. Sa, congratulations, our days home alone together will come to an end, but you were lucky enough to find yourself a great man like Arya. I wish you and Arya the best on your journey through marriage together, and congratulations.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
I'm Salsa's older brother. There's a lot I could say about my sister and Arya, both individually and as a person, or as a group. but I'd rather not talk about the past and look forward to the future. I know you guys are gonna have a great life together, regardless of the good and the bad times, which will both come, because that's life. I want you to look at everybody here around you. You know, we all love you and support you both, and we wish you only the best. My one advice is to just keep everything private. Don't tell nobody about that. You don't want to be in the rumors of the WhatsApp message boards, you know? Whoa. But that's the only advice I give you. I have so much more to say, but I'm about to cry, so I think the next person should start. Not because I didn't prepare anything.
Thank you. And please welcome Salsa's maid of honors, Rifa and KK.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rifa. I'm Salsa's cousin. I want to thank everybody for being here on such a big occasion. And I want to thank everyone that has had a hand in making this happen. It's been months in the making and a lot of preparation for the big day. But I know Salsa and Arya are very appreciative. A lot of people don't know this, but Salsa and I are only born 12 hours apart. That means we're more like sisters than we are cousins. We love like sisters, we fight like sisters, but she also grew up sharing her every dreams with me. Salsa always spoke about an elaborate dream wedding, and it's finally here. She also always knew she wanted to share the day with her loved ones every step of the way, and I really thank her for that. I can't believe this is the same girl that would fight with me about which Bratz character she wanted to be. The one that would goyang dombrat in the living room with me in LA Street. And the same girl that would fight over birthday presents with me since we celebrated every single birthday together. You will always be my sister, no matter what. And with such a big family, it's always a weird game. Who's gonna be married first? Who has babies first? But she always knew she wanted to be the princess bride that she is here today. I've also known Arya growing up, being friends with my brother in middle school. I just remember this random rugrat running around who was really fluent in Jawa, and I was like, that's really a big skill to have. Both of them were terrible together. My brother and Arya used to bully me, so there was that too. But nonetheless, watching Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring these two together has been nothing short of a beautiful sight. And they make so much sense together. I'm trying not to cry. They make so much sense together. And I hope they bring me my beautiful niece and nephew soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Rifa. And I'm asking KK.
Thank you. Hi everyone, my name is Phaedra. Some of you may also know me as Geket. I'm one of Salsa's maid of honors. Growing up in the Indonesian community is like having built-in best friends, sisters, and family. After meeting Salsa, I knew we'd always be friends. Salsa is the kind of person that when you're with them, you can just be yourself. She's someone who puts her needs in front of her own and will never, ever judge you. At any hour of the day, I'll call her just to rant or ask for advice, and she's always honest, thoughtful, and understanding. Salsa, you've saved me so many times, and I'm so grateful for that. I remember one year we took a New York trip and we went and visited the Edge. If you know her, she's super afraid of heights. I was playing it cool, saying, it's not that bad, but inside I was shaking. She and I held hands the whole time we walked over to the overlook. We were shaking, but we knew we'd be okay if we just stick together. I've learned through the years that as long as we have each other, we can get through anything. And God knows we need that for all the chaos we go through. I could sit here for days and tell you guys about our antics, but she's my twin. We can speak without words. Our friendship has carried me through the years, and I'm blessed to call you my best friend. I remember when Salsa had first introduced our squad to Arya, she was so nervous to see how we would react. Little did we know we were meeting her soulmate, ride or die, and future husband. We always joked and asked which one of us is getting married first, but we all knew it would be Arya and Salsa. Arya is one of the most compassionate and caring guys out there. As you know, Salsa always puts others first. She finally found someone who puts her first, supports her through anything and everything. I love you both so much. I wish you guys a long and happy life together.
Thank you, Rifa. And last but not least, Arya's best men, Malik and Daniel.
Give me a second, I'm a little old school, so I got paper. Okay, I think I got it. All right. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First off, I want everyone to give a big round of applause to the people that made this joyous event possible. For those of you who don't know me, you're probably at the wrong wedding. There comes a time in every man's life when he meets his one true love, who brings support, growth, and prosperity to his life. And that moment came for Arya 15 years ago when he met me. Hey everyone, my name is Malik. I'm Arya's best man, best friend, and brother. Not only am I honored to be his best man, but it's also very honorable of him because he's finally admitting to each and every one of you that I truly am the best. I've known him since we were 12 years old. Since the first day we met, he kicked me by accident trying to impress girls in the 3rd grade. We gravitated towards each other like metal to magnet. We had a bunch in common, started with games, food, playing manhunt. Then it evolved into something beyond friendship. My parents moved across town, which was 30 minutes away, but when you're 12 years old, it feels like a plane ride away. Allah, destiny, fate, knows when you're meant for remarkable things in life, and has a way of intertwining people back into your life and making them a vital piece of your life to achieve those remarkable things. When we reunited, it was like we never skipped a beat. Went from small business ideas to pyramid schemes to self-developing ourselves to be the men that we are today. Not only are we embarking on probably one of the most pivotal moments in our life, but we get to do it together. Knowing Arya, as long as I've known him, Arya was always focused on the future and building a legacy, which left no time for relationships. So when he did bring Salsa around, I knew there was something special. It wasn't long before I found out what that special thing was. She's a Virgo like me. And Arya, take it from a Virgo, you got a lot on your hands. Salsa and I are similar in many ways, from our wit, emotional intelligence, to our humor and attitude. There are a few people that can stand the test of time with a Virgo, but those who can have a devoted partner who will serve them, listen to them, and be their veil of hope. I like to think that Salsa is the lucky one to be marrying Arya, but getting to know Salsa, her friends, her family, more importantly, her love, commitment, and sacrifices for Arya, I shortly realized, bro, you're the lucky one. These two have brought blessings into my life that some can take for granted. I don't always mention it, but today I will. Arya, you have always been there for me, not just mentally or emotionally, but spiritually. Having a friend that forces you to pray, that pushes you to attend Jummah, wants you to get rich, not just in your bank account, but in your virtuous deeds account, is a friend that I want forever. Arya, I can pinpoint our lead up to success when we, what we have now and the milestones we'll achieve later to when you invited me to our very first MLM event. That was the start of the journey for me to become the man I am today, the serendipity of it all. You have helped shape my life and others around you. You see the better in people when they don't see them themselves. You keep the train moving if we end up at a stop for too long. And through Arya, not only have I gained more knowledge, friends, but a little sister, Salsa. Not only has Salsa been an amazing person to be around, but she has built a strong friendship with my lovely wife and opened new doors and showed her what real friendship is all about. The company a person keeps around shows a lot about the person, and for you, Salsa, you have the right company around, which makes sense why Arya chooses to spend the rest of his life with you. Arya loves Arya loves/fears you so much so that he runs out of meetings we have just to get home to you before you do. He would rather move the world around him so you can fit comfortably. Jokes aside, when I say fear, he doesn't fear you. He fears that his actions might make you upset. He fears that he might bring a tear to your eye if something he says doesn't go your way. He fears that the promises he made not only to you but your parents he's not living up to. This fear comes only from people that truly and deeply love you. I know when you fall, he will never let you hit the ground. I know when you're having a difficult day, and so is he. He will mask his frustration to uncover your happiness. What you have next to you is not a guy who's 1 in a million. This guy is 1 in a billion. Always give him the respect he deserves. Give him the support he needs. Most importantly, never leave his side, because he will never leave yours. The number of people in this room is a tribute to the long-lasting relationships that you both have nurtured till now. This day officially marks you two as one for this dunya and for Jannatul Firdaus. You two will go through happiness, anxiousness, sadness, pride, struggle, and 100 more emotions in between. The secret is, every relationship goes through that. But not every relationship has a match made in heaven like yours. I love you guys, and inshallah, when you have kids, just remember who the Godfather is going to be.
Amin.
Takbir. 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 Mr. Daniel.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ibu, Bapak, peace, love, and blessings to you all. I greet you with Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First off, I want to say my gratitude to the organizers and the people, the friends, the loved ones that helped set up this beautiful event. And I would like to extend my gratitude to this whole community, which me, Arya, Salsa, and all of us grew up in. We wouldn't be the same people without you all standing in front of me today. And when I first met Arya, I didn't meet him in person. My first memory of Arya was when I was a kid, sitting next to my mother, across from his mother, Tante Yuli. I see a picture of him in a nice suit, standing right in front of a river. And then my mom looks at me and says, he's gonna be your best friend once he gets back home. My mother is originally from Jawa, just like Arya's mother. My father is from Iran, just like Arya's father. There's something that Allah put in this life for us to be together and have a responsibility and onus onto one another to make sure that we're doing the right thing in life. When I first met Arya when I was 6 years old, he just came back from an Islamic boarding school. of Pondok Pesantren, as they say in Indonesia. He didn't know any English. I walked up to him, I said, hello. He said, apa sih? And I looked at my mom, I'm like, who is this kid? Like, does he not know English? She said, no. My beginning relationship with Arya was non-verbal. When we would share food, we looked at each other and nodded and share a packet of noodles, Indomie. When he first moved here, he lived 30 minutes away. His mom made him go to my school. And I instantly got jealous. I didn't want him to take my friends. But through that, we grew stronger, we grew closer. And the seeing you here today, on this miraculous moment, it's a lot to take in. But I know one thing for sure, and that's what the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, that when you marry, you complete half your deen. Half of your goal and purpose in life you are completing and finalizing today to start the rest of your life, and the rest of your life is another responsibility and duty to take care of your wife, your new family, and to raise up a flag of honor and success so we can look at it and climb that hill with you, inshallah. I am proud to call you my brother. I am proud to have you as a friend for life, throughout thick and thin. Arya is the type of person that people will go to for life advice. We would work out in a park at 6 in the morning, and we would make a group chat of everyone throughout Montgomery County, and we'd have 20 people come along, and we would be like G.I. Joe, standing big and firm, and everyone looked up to him. Everyone saw him as a leader. Now, in another form of success and work, we look up to you today because you're completing half your deen. And I know that there's a lot of single men, single ladies in here that want this type of love too. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless your marriage with much barakah, with much mercy and love, and may goodness come from this. Bihabib al-dunya wal-akhirah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask Salsa's childhood best friend and bridesmaid, Tanya.
Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tanya or Anya. I'm one of Salsa is one of my closest best friends. I think we share that same sentiment. Salsa and I have been in each other's lives longer than either of us can remember. Even though there were pictures from even earlier proving otherwise, we settled the debate by agreeing we first met when Vioni introduced us to each other at her Belvedere apartment. Anya, Salsa, Salsa, Anya. And that was it. And we owe so much to that one moment. From that one spring break in 4th grade when Tandawi, we dropped her off at my apartment every single day to play Smarty Pants on my Wii, to the trips to National Harbor and Cherry Blossoms where we'd obsess over Tante Ita's rollerball Blackberry, and moments I was jealous over her cropped Elmo sweater and swag branded snapback, that swag with 2 G's by the way, or her hot pink Motorola Razr, or how she had all the MacBook selfie poses down at the right age of 9. She was really the 2010s icon and the talk of Oakland Terrace, in case you guys didn't know. We didn't know that our friendship would take us to the same high school, to spending lunches together eating $5 food truck pizza, or to crying to one another when we felt no one else understood what we were going through. But we always understood each other, and she's always been my rock. And I feel so blessed every day to be understood by such a selfless, caring, beautiful soul, one who brightens every room she walks in with her light and energy and gorgeous smile, one who gracefully carries herself with so much confidence yet so much humility, one who encouraged me to be a better big sister to my own little brother because I witnessed how compassionate and loyal she was to her own. Salsa, you've changed my life for the better, and it warms my heart to the highest degree to know that you'll be spending the rest of your life with the love of your life, the man that you blushed about when sharing details of your first lunch together at a taco restaurant in Gaithersburg, and the man who so perfectly compliments you in every way. Arya, I admire your ambition and your heart. Thank you for loving Salsa so unconditionally. I know you'll care for her the way you have since the beginning. And since Allah willed you two to be together before He even blew your soul into your life. Thank you for being a companion to me and the rest of the girls, and thank you the most for allowing me to sing Poison with you on stage at Pie Shop. I love you both dearly so much, and I wish you nothing but my best in your marriage.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's hard not to cry listening to the testimonies of these friends. And it's really a true testimony of you guys. And I'm really happy that you're together now. And next, we're going to have photo session before we have dinner together. I'm inviting the bridesmaids and the groomsmen to the stage to have picture with the bride and groom. And then the bride and groom will come to every table before you go get the dinner. And don't forget that you have plates and cups in front of you, bowls and plates in front of you, that you can take them and get the food for dinner over there. But wait, before you stand up and get dinner, wait until the bride and groom come to visit your table and take pictures. So I'm going to invite the bridesmaids and the groomsmen to the stage and take pictures.